Gilgabow, Gilgabow, Gilgabow.
Gilgabow the jarrow as faljarrow, gus Goll as Gaccan.
Manx Radio Weather with Manx Glass and Glazing.
Well, an meshtit on Gaelg, Satajach. Be flia on fasta Jew as shen troben the keen, lesh and a slage and chitness single as gia nia as nyataga temperela smooth shea Celsius jeg be shea flia on, sanasta beg vis troben the menic, och ni shor slow chail sani houds vis and gia ludica begin a vegan, temperela slew nach. Nay, Celsius and rate, be a chirm as gyals and good smooth merach le shell and greenach as esht, frasna gea chitrish sanasta beg. Be gia nia na sheeras menach on as and temperelus smooth, queg Celsius jeg, be shell and greenach as frasen on gemert, lesh gia nia as menach na bio, as and temperelus smooth shea Celsius jeg. Erina grania, 3 minute jeg rush queg merach, as Lina Grania, 3 minute jeg, rosh jai Jew, and we'll say fast am I to David Kinler, who'll give you the forecast in Burl in English.
Fast am I. Outbreaks of rain developing this afternoon, turning quite heavy at times with lowering hill fog and strengthening southwest wind. And it is strengthening indeed. Top temperature 16 degrees. The rain becoming persistent in the evening and often heavy, then clearing overnight as it becomes less windy. Minimum temperature will be 9 degrees Celsius, and the outlook for the next couple of days, mostly dry and bright with sunny spells tomorrow, then a few showers arriving in the evening. Mainly moderate west to southwest winds, highs of 15, and sunny spells and showers on Tuesday, and it'll stay like that for most of the week. Sunset tonight 9:47, sunrise tomorrow morning 4:47 a.m.
The Manx Glass and Glazing showroom is closed for TT. We look forward to welcoming you back on Monday, the 8th of June. Galas Gaccan, brought to you by the Gaelic Broadcasting Committee.
seemed appropriate somehow, an appropriate way to start.
By guy, we're exhausted. Every month up here doing the quo with you. By golly.
Yes, but it's the TT. Well, supposedly the TT.
Well, it was.
Yeah.
Gosh, what another shame. Another washout, really. Second year in a row.
Yeah.
The senior didn't really happen.
No. I mean, at least they got a good practice weekend. I mean, that was
tremendous,
cracker.
wasn't it? And the Monday must have been the hottest day for years.
Yeah.
A bank holiday, which of course most people worked if you're in that sort of game.
Yeah.
The hottest day of the blooming year. My golly gock, yes.
But yes, it was a good practice week, but the rest of the races.
Yeah, I feel so sorry for the people who come over here,
Yeah.
and what can you do about it? Though, what you can do?
Lost the sidecars
The sidecars, indeed.
It was a shame for them.
But the coverage of the races, I've got to say, the wireless was just tremendous, and it really is my thing.
They are good, don't they?
Yeah, and I get my laptop out so I can see all the sector times and all this sort of thing.
Yeah.
And it's great to watch. It's really listen to. It's really exciting, and it means I don't have to sit on a dry stone wall or on a hedge waiting for the clouds to clear, because I spend most of my year doing that. So when it comes to TT week, it's kettles on.
And you know, the other thing, which I must give a shout out to the team, I was listening to Beth Espy, and I heard she was using a bit of French with one of the French riders, and then she was speaking to Rhys Hardesty, one of the Welsh contingency. And he started the interview by saying Barada, and then he finished off with Diolch yn fawr. And I thought, if I see Beth, I must tell her that she must use a bit of Welsh to him.
Yes,
indeed. And she did. It just happened.
Did she now?
An hour after thinking, I must, if I see her, I must do that. No, I think I was telling Annie about it. And I said, if we see Beth, I'll tell her. And we went for a feed. We decided to get out of the gloom and went to Peel for a feed. And who walked past but Beth? So I said, you must use Diolch yn fawr. Thank you very much at the end of your interview with Rhys Hardesty. And she did. And he loved it. He was delighted. So,
mighty.
Yes, that was good. So, yeah.
Great stats, wonderful.
Yeah, well, I think so.
And in this day and age, we managed to get through TT fortnight, but without the President of the United States deciding that he was going to rename it after himself, because he seems to be doing that. And it's just there, the TT stroke. Yeah. It's like, best not tell him. We'll keep
Change
that one quiet.
The DT, do you
Hopefully he's not listening on DAB, but you never know.
You never know. Well, let's move on, and we have Chasing Abbey. This one is Iranta, which I think is irony, and then we get some promos and some adverts, and then Hector, who you rather liked a few weeks, probably about 6 or 7 weeks ago. I played this, and you were impressed. So we'll talk more about that when we get to it. But yes, to start off with, my favourite Irish band at the moment, Chasing Abbey.
More than a radio station, a daily connection to the Isle of Man. Manx Radio.
They stay beneath the shadows. Your way of life erodes. They send you to the gallows. All that remains is your soul. And it's hard to shake, it's a deep-rooted thing. We only express, and when we dance or we sing, it's like a cursed generational pain. Tógan changa, tógan talab, squeeze and cult, squeeze na deni, calling the custards, all like the dust, and those who oppose a cush, even la horror. Tógan changa, tógan talab, squeeze and cult, squeeze na deni, calling the custards, all like the dust, and those who oppose a cush, even la horror. To she hear it ha. Achlina door, to she hear it ha. Achlina door, to she hear it ha. Achlina door, to she hear it ha. I know it's only a couple, guilty of all the bad deeds. Still it hits different when I see history unfold and repeat. It's hard to shake, it's a deep-rooted thing. We only express it when we dance or we sing. It's like a cursed generational thing. Tåga talv, skres og kult og skrisna den I kalenda kostars. Alle de døsten, da så var på så kors kivela håret. Tåga talv, skres og kult og skrisna den I kalenda kostars. Alle de døsten, da så var på så kors kivela håret. Kanskje det her. Ach, liebe dort, kanskje det her. Ach, liebe dort, kanskje det her. Ach, liebe dort, kanskje det her.
A Gaelg, the Manx Gaelic, Yindyssagh, the mother tongue of Vanin, the Isle of Man. You can catch up with more of Manx Radio's Manx language programmes in the weekly podcast Abershen Rish. Say that again. Shene, that's the one.
Guller's Gaccan, brought to you by the Gaelic Broadcasting Committee.
Cuando oigo tocar la gaita y oigo sonar el puntero, acuérdome de aquellos tiempos de cuando yo era pequeño, que llegaba mi papá a casa, desencolingaba la gaeta, ponía el fuelle aquí, el puntero así, soplaba y sonaba así. Soy de Langreo, mira que soy langreano, mira que soy Soy de Langreo y de noche voyme de ronda y de día voy pa'l trabajo. Al pasar por el puente la gorra me cayó, ay de la mi gorrina toda se me murió. Toda se me murió, donde la ensugaré, si la tiendo en un bardo se me puede romper. Si la tiendo en la arena se me puede manchar, ay de la mi gorrina que muy adinata. Si la tiendo en la lumbre se me puede quemar, y si la tiendo al aire se me puede escapar. Se me puede escapar, donde la ensugaré, ay de la mi gorrina no sé lo que hacer. La gaita no la vendo, no la puedo vender, y el único consuelo que tiene la mi mujer
And that was Hector. And I keep meaning to bring the CD so I can remember what his second name is. But
we were just reminiscing some of our memories about the Galicians, etc., being at Lorient and your experience there. And when I went to Lorient in the 90s, they were the host nation, and we had that sort of music every night in the main marquee tent.
Yeah.
And there was this, what I only could describe as a wall of cider. It was a wall of cider. It was gargantuan. It filled the tent, and it took pretty much a fortnight to drink it.
And there's some sort of a technique they have where the cider has to pour from about 8 foot above the glass. And I'm not entirely sure what the purpose of that is, but other than for show. And it's certainly a great display seeing this.
Well, the weather's nice and warm, so it doesn't take long to dry out.
Well,
it?
no, but they
good times.
Absolutely fantastic, that festival, and a wonderful thing. And of course, the Isle of Man is regularly represented at the Lorient Festival.
Yeah, more so than ever now.
Yeah.
It's marvellous. It's really come along since the 90s when we used to go.
Hundreds of thousands of people.
It was, I think it was the second or third biggest festival in the world the year we went.
Yeah.
And it showed. It was huge.
Yeah.
We were there for 12 days.
No, it is. It's hard for people here to
comprehend it.
Really. I mean, it's like everyone that comes to the TT times 2 every day for 10 days.
Yeah.
It's a big do. A tremendous thing to be part of.
Indeed.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's wishing, hopefully, maybe one day again.
So what have we got planned for the programme, or is that
all sorts of, I'm going to continue, and I will finish this today. I've got 3 more mills to do down the Silverburn River.
Yeah.
We're certainly, at the moment, we're parked up at Rushen Abbey. We've already done that, so we're going to go down a little bit further. And I'm going to mercilessly plug my new series of the next 4-part series.
Have you got a new series coming out?
A new series coming up.
Lot.
Yes, it might be worth a promo, who knows? So we'll be talking about that, and I'll be waxing lyrical about that and all sorts of things as well. And some various gig dates that are coming up and what I've been up to. I've got a nice story. Maybe we'll play another piece of music before I come up with this story I want to tell everyone.
Yes, you do have a contraption with you, so we'll talk about that.
Oh, the contraptions for the second half of the program.
Right.
Yeah, definitely.
Well, we'll come across that when we do. But first, we've got 2 pieces.
I need to
of music.
tune up the contraption.
Well, yes, tune it up. That's always a good start. Not that we would notice the difference, I'm sure.
Oh, by the way, listeners, it's not a banjo this week, so stay tuned.
Right. Jakarta with American Dream is next, and then The Script and Millionaires. These are pieces of music I'm not that familiar with, so bear with, as they say.
music, news, sport, and the Isle of Man in between. Manx Radio.
The kicking us out saying it's time to close. We're leaning on each other trying to beat the cold. I carry your shoes and I give you my coat, yeah. We're walking these streets like the paved gold. There ain't any old excuses not to go. Neither one of us wanna take that taxi home. We're singing a high time, standing on chairs, spending our time like we are millionaires. Lifting our heads off, the two of us there, spending our time like we are millionaires. Millionaires. Lost my heart and I hope to die. Seeing that sunlight hit your eyes. Been up all night, but you still look amazing to me. Yeah, had the type of night you only dream about. If God came down, he could take me now. It's in my mind, and we will always be singing a high time, standing on chairs, spending our time like we are millionaires. Lifting our heads off, the two of us there, spending our time like we are millionaires. Millionaires. Look at us at 6 in the morning. If time was money, then we'd be worth a fortune. I swear you ain't think you're rich. You can have €1 million, but you can't buy this life. Look at us at 6 in the morning. If time was money, yeah, we'd be worth a fortune. I swear you ain't think you're rich. You can have €1 million, but you can't buy this life. When the band was down playing our song, we messed up the lyrics as we sang along. But we didn't care, cause it felt like we were the only ones there. Our feet were sore, our throats were raw. We're turning out the lights, but we're shouting more. We're shouting more. Singing a high time, standing on chairs, spending our time like we are millionaires. Laughing our heads off, the two of us there, spending our time like we were millionaires. Millionaires. Look at us at 6 in the morning. If time was money, then we'd be worth a fortune. I swear you ain't think you're rich. You can have €1 million, but you can't buy this life. Look at us at 6 in the morning. If time was money, then we'd be worth a fortune. I swear you ain't think you're rich. You can have €1 million, but you can't buy this life. Walking these streets like the paved gold. There ain't any old excuses not to go. Neither one of us wanna take that taxi home. Manx Radio.
Yes, well, what did you think to those pieces of music? They're all right. I suppose.
They're all right, yes, yes.
They're not quite up to the mighty quote at the start
Not
of the
quite,
programme,
no.
but you know.
It was a bit slow to do the quote to that, to be honest. I was struggling there, like so.
It wasn't the most wonderful. So,
I want to tell you a story, as Mike Bygraves once said, which gives away my age somewhat.
and mine.
And yours as well, Mike. I want to tell you a story. I only heard this yesterday from a good friend of mine down at Purdian there. And this is something that happened over race week, I believe, anyway. So him and his friend, it's gone dark at this point. I presume they're coming back from the pub. Yeah. You know, I presume they're walking down Station Road coming out of Purdian, even though they both live there, so they're not very far out of Purdian at all, like just going through Station Road. And they spot this bag in the middle of the road. You know, it's like a big shoulder bag. I thought, I'll go over and have a look at this. So they picked the bag up, unzipped it, had a look inside. You know, you could see whose it was. All there was inside was a big box, and it's a pizza. Not only is it a pizza, it's piping hot. It's a piping hot pizza. No one around at all. And this is reminiscent of like 21st century roadkill, isn't it?
It
you know,
is.
if someone's hit a bunny, usually it was a bunny or a pheasant, and if it's still warm, goes in the boot of the car. It's going home with you. But here we go. Pizza roadkill. Now that's a new one on me. Piping hot. brought it home. And
why not? Otherwise,
Yeah.
it would have just gone to waste.
Absolutely.
A car might have run over it or something, mightn't it? So,
Of course, in the north, the sort of roadkill they might get as well would be something like a wallaby, for instance.
Yes.
But down the south, it's pizza.
Well, there you
Whether
are.
it was a domestic pizza or a wild pizza,
could have been a wild one,
we
couldn't
just
it?
don't know because now it's gone.
And you referred there to put iron,
Yeah,
which I know very well means put Éireann.
Oh, yes.
And did you also know that the put Éireann people were known as the Portuguese?
No, that's a new one for me.
Well, certainly an old, I was going to say an old Cregneish person, but he wasn't. He was an old Balnahow person, and he was living probably 50 years in Cregneish, but never accepted as a proper Cregneish man. But he always referred to the Portuguese.
The Portuguese.
The Portuguese was the people from Port Éireann. Yes.
God, that's a new one for me. That's great. I'll make a note of that.
Well, there you are.
Hi.
Well, look at the time. We haven't done the update in the weather.
Oh, my word.
Let's just listen to this first. Yes, that's the jingle that tells us that we're way too late with the update the weather. Be flia on fast due, as you probably realised. As shen troben na kieten, lesh kei en a slage and chit na singula, as gia nia ast nyataga. Be sheer flia on san asta beg vis troben na menik, och ni shaw slow chiel. Chirm merach as grienach as frassen, shallen grienach as frassen on gemurt.
There's some rain coming soon, if it hasn't already arrived. It's blowing a gale and it's going to get a little bit worse, and that'll be persistent overnight, and hopefully in the morning it'll be drier and brighter and less windy. Tuesday and Wednesday, showers in the afternoon. Minimum temperature 16 degrees Celsius, which is quite warm.
Yeah. Well, that was also our cue for a Manx track, and we're still waiting on the Smoniach Mai CD, which is being recorded. Well, maybe it won't be a CD. These young fellas, they probably don't even have physical hard copies of things. It'll be all in the interweb or something.
I was hoping for a picture disc on a 45 RPM.
And so was I, a 78 at least, but no. But yes, what we did here was Smoniach Mai singing at the Aran St Manon competition, and this was the song that they sung, and whilst they didn't win, they did win the traditional music class. So let's have a listen to Smoniach Mai, and for those who don't know, Smoniach in Manx is a thought, and Mai is good, so a good thought, and a good tune too.
Galas Gaccan, brought to you by the Gaelic Broadcasting Committee.
As liooar me chríir sú Haris a chím taínis As dú sínas dóla sú An sa taura bevenra sin Tref an chríin cho galas Ach nis sa jaura fuair as dú in my storter. Strui nach Berlin is Strom vis me grede brug Strui nach valley kangert rum Berm zondig jou en tre Maar nach Jújas ist me féin nach wat farachtan. The shade trúd na sléitin cry Diri is share mar a céir As dagi mish leis Jordan roi nálta me graidín As lísta na chríar sú Haris a cén taidnish As dús Stod soon, ans taura the vanishing, prevan green cho galazer, ach nish se jaura puras du, ta mikin ma storder.
Well, good on my more Eds, Owen. A wonderful tune that. I really do like that tune by Smonia. I just clicked onto the emails and oh gosh, what was that? I think the firework just went off there. I think. Anyway, what was I going to say? Yes, I've just clicked on the emails and I see that. Graham has sent us two messages. First of all, looking forward to this afternoon. Top tunage from Quo and a hit from 1974. We are rockin', man, he says. I love it. What is down in Gaelg? Well, down is, now, here's a story. Told to me by somebody who heard it from the bank manager in Ramsey who was keen on learning a bit of Manx. And there are 3 words for down in Manx. And the his is one, and shees is another. So his is down the place, as in the place down. Shees is going down. And then you have nos, which is coming down from up. So the angels would henk na Heinlein nos. The angels came from up, literally, I suppose, is the way it would be. So anyway, this bank manager was puzzling about this. And at the time, there was still, and apologies to listeners who've heard this one before, yes, there was still a few native speakers left, so it must have been in the 50s, maybe the 60s. And anyway, the bank manager knew this Manx speaker would be in at some point. So when he came in, he said, I've just been puzzling about when you use these, when you shees and niece and hees and all. So he said, could you give me an example of a sentence with hees in it? So the fella scratches his beard and says, he's a nice fella. Yes, he's a nice fella. Marvellous stuff. The great help that the Manx learners got from native speakers back in the day.
Fantastic.
So he's is cutting a long story short. We're not actually making a long story out of a short story, really. Graham, he's is the word in Manx for down. So that's that. And then he also agrees that the whole Manx radio team did everyone so proud in providing the TT coverage and entertainment. You were all brilliant. Yindyssagh. And they were.
Yindyssagh indeed. Second to that, Jen. Graham?
Right. Now...
This Thursday on Manx Radio, join me, David Kinley, on Island Life for a series of programmes entitled New World, Old Ways, where we discuss the history, culture, folklore, superstitions and music of the Manx emigres to the New World, the United States of America, and in particular, the Appalachian Mountains. And I'll be talking to Mr. Roberts here about the Manx language. That's this Thursday at 6:30pm here on Manx Radio.
You did that without moving your lips.
That was extraordinary. I didn't put that music on that.
Oh, didn't you?
No, I didn't. No.
Well, there you are.
I think it was just silent beforehand. Oh well. Thanks, guys, at Manx Radio for a nice bit of swamp blues there.
Oh, well,
so lovely. Yes, that's coming up. It starts this Thursday, 6:30pm. Programs 5, 6, 7, and 8 running concurrently every Thursday. So yes, and as they were saying, this week I've got Mr. Roberts here, and we're talking about. We sort of generally stay into the 18th and 19th century, and we're talking about language this week. And what is there to talk about? We speak Manx. However, if in the 18 and 1900s, if you did go to school, you'd come out of school being bilingual. And pretty much the bulk of the emigres in the Isle of Man would have been quite comfortable when they reached their new world, because they would have been bilingual from quite a young age. And there's all sorts of things to highlight. Where did the Gaelg go? Well, we can find a lot of Irish Gaelic in American, modern day American English, and in particular with African American New York slang.
Indeed,
because that's what the Irish brought with them. You dig?
Absolutely.
Yeah. You understand?
Tammy Tegel. Yes. And of course the other Gaelic language that almost became the third language of Scotland, of Canada, was Scottish Gaelic. There were sufficient numbers of Gaelic speakers in Nova Scotia, obviously, that when they were deciding on official languages, there was a thought for a while that maybe not just English and French, but they might have Scottish Gaelic as well. But
yes,
sadly, that never came to pass. But,
well, maybe as the programme goes on, we'll sort of broaden people's interest in this next 4-part series, because it will culminate at programme 8, and that'll be the concluding episode. And by the end of it, I think it runs for like 3 hours 34 minutes. So it's a long film.
Yeah.
We've got herbalism, which is early medicine, coming up. We have 18th and 19th century music come up, and the people I've interviewed are such academics. And I go into these interviews thinking, well, I'm pretty sure I've got the gist of this. Oh no. I come out more worldly wise than I went in, to say the least, and I really hope that the listeners can embrace this as well.
Well, Thursday is obviously a date for the diary.
Indeed.
Let's listen to a song by Desmond Dekker, The Israelites.
Get up in the morning, slaving for bread, sir, so that every mouth can be fed. Oh, me Israelites, get up in the morning, slaving for bread, sir, so that every mouth can be fed. Oh, me Israelite. The wife and my kids step up and I leave me. Darling, she said I was yours to receive. Oh, me Israelite. Shut them a tear up choices ago. I don't want to end up like Bonnie and Clyde. Oh, me Israelite. After a storm, there must be a calm. If you catch me in a farm, you sound your alarm. Oh, me Israelite. so that every mouth can be fed. Oh, Israelites, step away from my kids and get back up and not leave me. Darling, she said that was yours to receive. Israelites, look, to chuck them a tear up choices ago. I don't want to end up like Bonnie and Clyde. Israelites, after a storm there must be a calm. In the palm, you sound your alarm. The Israelite, Israelite, I'm wondering, I'm working so hard.
And there we go, that's Desmond Dekker singing about the Israelites. And what we were talking before...
about the radio shows.
Radio shows.
Can I tell you something that I picked up the other day? I did an interview last week with this wonderful lady, Fenella Crow-Bazin. And one of the things I picked up was the pronunciation that the Manx used to use for a clarinet was a clarionet. Clarionet.
Yes.
I think that's absolutely wonderful. And I learnt so much.
I've also heard clarinet, but
okay.
Yes, but clarionet, yes.
But I'd just like to share this little journey, Southerner goes north journey, as usual, and I ended up around the Currachs. I just don't know where I was. Lap after lap after lap.
Well, I've been to Fenella's house a couple,
I run out of road at one point.
So I know where it is, but I still can never find it.
Never. So absolutely. So I'd never been there before. I was going round and round and round in circles. So in the end, I had to phone up and I said, Fenella, can you give me a hand here? And she's going, do you use that navigation system? 3 words. And I was going, yes, I can use it now. I am lost. So she guided me anyway.
Yes.
I got there eventually. But the whole experience about the Manx music over there, it's absolutely fascinating, and how much was actually left there, etc. We sort of pondered about whether they did have eel ferries for occasions. But one of the things with all these academics, let's call them, because they are, we sort of concluded that when the people arrive in the States, boy, they're busy. They've got to adapt and they've got to evolve. And, of course, they've got new generations of family coming through. So to say the Manx was lost would be, that's too broad to say that. But let's just say they were busy folk when they got there. And we know, for instance, we don't know whether the Manx really left a legacy in their music or anything, or in their language much. But of course, the Manx have been there. They've contributed to it. So that's enough.
Absolutely. Absolutely. And we gave America Dan Quayle, which may or may not be a good thing.
Yes.
Anyway.
Yes, we'll discuss that off air.
We're moving on to our last piece of music, and this is Roberta Flack, The First Time I Saw Your Face.
Galas Gaccan, brought to you by the Gaelic Broadcasting Committee.
First time ever I saw your face, I thought the sun rose in your eyes, and the moon and the stars were the gifts you gave felt the earth move in my hand, like the trembling heart of a captive bird that was there at my command, my love. And the first time ever I lay with you, I felt your heart so close to mine, and I knew our joy would fill the earth and last till the end of time, my love. The first time ever I saw your face, your face, your face, your face.
Manx Radio Weather with Manx Glass and Glazing.
Well, I think we'll have the weather in Braew in English to start with.
Outbreaks of rain, which I think's already arrived. The wind is blowing and it's getting up, and hopefully it'll die down a bit over the evening. Then tomorrow is going to be mostly dry and bright, but with some rain arriving in the evening. And then on Tuesday and Wednesday we have rain arriving both afternoons. Sunset 9:47, sunrise tomorrow 4:47 a.m.
Well, be flia on faster due as shed troben the kitten lesh K and a sledge and chetna singula as gia nias nyathaga. Temperatural smooth, shea Celsius jeg be shea flia on sanasta beg fis troben the menic. Ach ni shoslo chelsea e houdsvissen hier ludica begin of vegan. Temperatural slow nach 9 Celsius and rate be a chirimus gelsen a good smooth merach lesh shell and greenach as esh frasnig ye chit rish sanasta beg. Be gia near na shea as menach on as a temperatural smooth. Queg Celsius jeg be shell and greenach as frassen on gemurt lesh gia near as menach na bior as an temperatural smooth shea Celsius jeg eri na grania 3 minute jeg rosh queg merach as line grania 3 minute jeg rosh chai dew.
If you're looking for supply-only double or triple glazed units, make sure you visit the Manx Glass and Glazing Showroom on the Stugborough Trading Estate or call 674 573. Guller's Gaccan, brought to you by the Gaelic Broadcasting Committee.
Well, it's the Beatles next. All you need is love. Well, actually, I also need a cup of tea, so if I race down the stairs and back again, I might just make it.
Nothing you can do that can't be done. Nothing you can sing that can't be sung. can say, but you can learn how to play the game. It's easy. Nothing you can make that can't be made. No one you can save that can't be saved. Nothing you can do, but you can learn how to be you in time. It's easy. All you need is love. All you need is love. All you need is love. Love. Love is all you need. All you need is love. All you need is love. All you need is love. Love. Love is all you need. Nothing you can know that isn't known. Nothing you can see that isn't shown. There's no way you can be that isn't where you're meant to be. It's easy. All you need is love. All you need is love. All you need is love. Love. Love is all you need. All you need is love. All together now. All you need is love. Everyone. All you need is love. Love. Love is all you need. 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 Love is all you need.
Well, love and a nice cup of tea is all you need in my experience. But yes, the Beatles there, with all you need is love.
And I'm sure I heard them saying it like that.
And that's nonsense. Never heard it like that at all.
Well, this'll have to be one of those for Kane's place name campaign, don't you think?
And, of course, if a self says it must be time for something, then it must. As usually, as she says, it's time for a nice cup of tea. But, yes, a Kane's place name, and you have a few.
I do have a few. I've just picked them up on a social media site that's doing the rounds at the moment. It's utterly fascinating, which we had a quick chat about, and you were sort of aware of the chap. But anyways, let's start off with the skeer. Skeer.
Yes.
Well, these are all little rocky outcrops off Braew Head, which is just Braew Head.
Yes.
Skeer.
And skeer is the word for a rock in the sea, and in Manx, well, let's go to something that surrounds the rock, which is ushtia. In Irish and Scottish Gaelic, that would be ushkia with a k. In Manx, we change the k sound into a t sound, so ushkia becomes ushtia, and in some cases we didn't quite do it everywhere. So skeer is retained at Braew, but you have in the sea, in the bay in Douglas, cion a stair. So that's the same word, stair and scare, which means a rock in the sea. So cion a scare or Cionister, as it became, is Conister rock. So,
fascinating.
Yes.
And I presume this is where we get the Irish islands, the Skerries?
Yes,
of course.
absolutely.
That's the other side of Ireland, out in the Atlantic.
Well, I'm saying yes, absolutely.
Surely.
It seems very likely.
A simple one, this are Lagnasker.
Yeah, Lagnasker is the kind of the hollow of the rock.
And this one was a bit of a head scratcher at first. Claddock and Sker.
Yes, yeah, I looked that one up because I thought, well, that seems a bit strange. And what we actually found was that indeed Claddock and Sker is a patch of ground, of sea, I suppose, but presumably at low tide you get to see get the rack on it, and that is between the Sker, which is just off Braew Head, and Braew Head itself. So presumably at low tide the fishermen would see the famlach, the seaweed, growing, and they called it the Claddock, which is the soft boggy ground. Claddock and Sker. Yeah.
Well, there's still the Claddocks in Castletown, but it's gone now. It's all been concreted over, and it's a boat park. But back in the 70s and 80s, it was still there. We had a Claddock, and the swans used to nest there.
Yes, I remember. And this is an interesting story. Well, I think it's an interesting story.
Go on.
Anyway, when I was the DOI minister, we had a new form of pollution. Maybe it's not a new form, but it was something that became something that we all had to be very much aware of, which was, is it PCBs they were called? Or basically it's petrochemical stuff, and we had to be very careful about it. And anyway, they said, but there's this patch of ground just next to Qualtro's timber yard, and it's terrible. I mean, these, whatever they were, PCBs or whatever they were, huge concentrations. I've never seen the like before. And, I wonder, it must be leaking out from somewhere. Maybe it's the petrol station. Maybe it's Qualtro's, I don't know. And indeed it was. It was when they were building boats, maybe 150, 200 years earlier, and they used the tar. They tarred the bottoms of the boats, and basically the place where they were tarring the boats had an awful lot of this chemical there. So yeah,
gosh, that's probably only Stockholm tar actually.
Yeah,
it was oakum used for corking.
Yeah, and but fascinating that there's still that remnant
still leaking out
from all those years ago.
I'm surprised the swans were still white.
Well, yes,
with all that going on.
Black streak on the backsides.
Just to go off on a tangent slightly.
Well, as we do.
I don't remember on the other side of the harbour when the brewery was still going there.
Yes.
And there's the old slipway that Qualtro's used to have for launching their boats on. And then the brewery arrived, etc. And it was still there in the 70s and 80s. And the brewery workers used to put a pallet. Sorry, they put a pallet there, or a couple of pallets, and they'd rope them up and tether them there. And the swans used to live on there when they were giving birth to their little offspring there. So I thought that was a lovely thing.
Yes, indeed.
There's a family of swans there, and then like every Tuesday, whatever it was, they'd empty the tanks, and a big vat of our beer would be floating out on the high tide, which is lovely, and the smell and everything. It was just happy memories anyway.
Yeah, no, absolutely.
So
yes, we could share yarns about Castletown Brewery till the cows come home. But Andy challenged me at the beginning of the programme to play because we played the Israelites, and he said, well, what about a Palestinian song? Well, I found something, and this, I'm not sure what it's like. Dana Salah, I'm not sure any relation to Mo Salah, but let's see what this sounds like, and we may or may not play it all, depending on what it does sound like.
يا طالعين عين للجبل يا مول للموقدين النار بين لليمان يامان عين للهنا يا روح ما بدي منكي لكم خلعة ولا لا 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 بدي زنار بين اليامان يامان عين الهنا يا روح إلا غزال اللي دي جوين ليكم محبوس بين اليامان يامان عين الهنا يا روح ما بدي منكي لكم خلعة ولا لا 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 بدي ملبوس بين اليامان يامان عين الهنا يا روح الحلم اللي كان رح يفتح باب الدكان بكرة منرجع زي زمان وتصيروا تيجوا عنا شعبنا جبار ما نسيوا مفتاح الدار كبروا أطفال الحجار وبحوا ريحة الحارة مشتاقة أرجع عند ترابك يا أقصانا أوصل بابك ونتلاقى نحضن أهلنا نطمن أطفالنا في بلاد السلام شاملي لالي يا ويلي لالي مش شاملي لالي يا ويلي لو علي لالي وابولو رم تفتح شاملي لالي يا ويلي لو وانا الليلة لبعت بعيلي للريح الشاملي لالي يا ويلي لو يا صيلي لبينا ويلي على يحملي لغير ويلي لو Last night I had a dream in the land of olive trees from the river to the sea my people tasted freedom soon those hellish skies turn to blue and starry nights as our voices start to rise we're ending an apartheid hold on just a little longer we're going home just a little longer hold on glory's round the corner we're going home with our waving flag يا طالعين عين للجبل يا مول لموقدين النار بين اليمن يمان عين للهنا يا روح إلا غزال اللي دي جوين ليكم ميدوم بين اليمن يمان عين للهنا يا روح
On smart speaker, on apps, online and on air. This is Manx Radio.
Station and nation radio Bannon
Guller's Gaccan, brought to you by the Gaelic Broadcasting Committee.
Sinkenne somane na munin tobi kuwa sufero sufemogolu oma munin samba sufemogolu oma munin samba mali denu yo adia kenye banale adia kenye banale samuya yale adia kenye banale samuya yale Sinkenne somane na munin tobi kuwa sufero sufemogolu oma munin samba mali denu yo diakenye banale malidenuyo diakenye banale malidenuyo diakenye banale malidenuyo. Malide nuno adia kenyi banale adia kenyi banale malide nuno adia kenyi banale malide nuno sinikenne somane na bunin tobi uva sufero sufemagolu amamunin samba adia kenyi banale.
On smart speaker, on apps, online and on air. This is Manx Radio.
Well, that was Boubacar Traore, and he was a Malian singer. And that wasn't Boubacar Traore, that was David Kinley. And what is that contraption you've got there?
This Alcamolia here is the Appalachian Mountain Dulcimer. And that I don't know if that's a world first for live music, the Appalachian Mountain Dulcimer and Ellen Vannon. So, hello, America.
Yes, that's wonderful.
So, yes, I thought I'd bring this instrument in. Just
and to, describe it to the listener.
It is, basically, it's 3 strings. It's 4 strings, but the third are paired up. So we've got... And basically, you play it on your lap. And so it's not like a guitar, it's like a guitar. It's a bit like a pedal steel. It's like a slide guitar, really. So you play with that. But it's I've got it tuned to Ionian tuning for all our musicologists.
Yes, I thought that was Ionian.
Did that pick it out, that D double A? Yeah. And also you may notice that the frets on it are not equal. That's because it's diatonic. So you get that. So basically, it's all the white notes. Yeah. So there's no black. So no black notes. So it's impossible to play B flat and E flat and F with it.
Right.
Unless you do go for tunings and capos, of which you can do, and it's not a problem at all. So yeah. So it's a wonderful instrument. I'll be getting another one this year. But that's the one that I've got at the moment. So
it feels like you're about to introduce Appalachian Tune of the Day.
Of course, Appalachian Tune of the Day, what everyone's been waiting for. And Appalachian Tune of the Day, it's not a banjo tune, it's not a dulcimer tune, it's going to be a fiddle tune. And one thing we all know, this is the Manx love two things about music. They love to sing and they love to play the fiddle. And from Fenella Crowbason's wonderful book, The Manx and the Music, which I would urge everyone to get, I just want to describe this passage about the Manx and their music with the fiddle players. And it does say, in spite of strict church laws imposed by Bishop Wilson between 1698 and 1755, the Manx love of music, and particularly fiddle music, could not be suppressed. Late night sessions on Saturdays meant that many of the partygoers were not fit enough to go to church the next day. Even during the 1700s, there was a constant stream of complaints to the church courts about similar offences. In 1726, a visitor to the island commented rather scathingly, "Dancing, if you may call it so, jumping and turning around at least, to the fiddle and bass file, is their greatest diversion." One unfortunate Douglas man was imprisoned for having fiddle music in the house, although he wasn't even at home at the time. So let that be a lesson to you, Philly Begg.
Dangerous fellows, these fiddle players, there's no doubt.
So, let's go across the Atlantic for Appalachian Tune of the Day. And it comes from the North Carolina Ramblers, and this features the legendary Charlie Poole on, he's the banjo player. But why I wanted to play this, because I'm so impressed with this 4-pack 4-CD box collection I've just received, is the fiddle player, who's a chap named Posey Rohrer.
Posey Rohrer.
Posey Rohrer. And as soon as I heard this, I was thinking, that fiddle playing sounds just like the legendary Tommy Jarrell. And I guess that's because he was from North Carolina, and so are these guys. And I can hear everyone nodding their heads.
Indeed.
All around the island and across the Atlantic going, well, of course, North Carolina, Tommy Jarrell and Posey Rohrer. What I like about this is like the meter of the melody, and it is so North Carolina. And let's celebrate. We're Manx. We love our fiddle music. So take it away, Charlie Poole, with the North Carolina Ramblers, an instrumental called Wild Horse, recorded exactly 100 years ago.
Gosh. And that was Appalachian Tune of the Day. But it is time, because we're late again, with an update in the weather, and then we'll have a Manx track. But yes, the update in the weather, tí fliuch, in case you hadn't noticed. Yes, fliuch as be sheer fliarón san asta beg vis troben the menic. Ach ní seo sló chéal san é houds vis an hier ludica begin a vegan. Be a chirmas gelsen chuds mu merach as esh be shallan greenach as frassen on gemurt. And burl.
The rain becoming persistent into this evening and often heavy, then clear and overnight as it becomes less windy. Mostly dry and bright tomorrow with sunny spells, then a few showers arriving in the evenings. I beg your pardon. Moderate to southwest winds, highs of 15, sunny spells and showers on Tuesday and on Wednesday as well. There we go.
Oh dear,
bright and breezy and a bit wet.
It doesn't do, does it? Doesn't do.
No.
Really. So, what are we going to listen to next, assuming I can cue it up in time?
What I would like us to listen to is a wonderful piece by Gaccan Cúideach, who you may well be aware of, Phil. Go on. May but well be.
Yes, I'm familiar with them, and they are performing on, did I say, Friday night at Bagara at 7:30. Mighty good feed on as well.
Well, we down in the studio, we edited down episode 7 of New World Old Ways with Fenella, which was, I did that on Wednesday, mixed it down on Thursday, and one of the things, apart from the love of the fiddle music that the Manx have, is their love for singing in particular. And we thought that this piece of music was very apt that we chose for the programme, and it's called A Sea Invocation, and we were just romanticising whether they did actually sing this as they went across the ocean, because it must have been a terrible journey, because they didn't travel on big ships, they were like big boats really, and it was, up to 3-month, 10-week crossing. They'll all be crammed in, there'd be seasick, arguments, good times, bad times, and of course you'd be wanting a sea song as well. A sing-song, so maybe this song, The Sea Invocation, maybe that was included at some point on the way to the New World. We'll never know, but we can romanticise.
You'd certainly be looking to invoke as many guardians as you possibly could get a hold of.
Yeah, be ball and bones flying everywhere for sure.
Right, let's have a listen. And that was Gaccan Cúideach. a special request from David there.
It invokes a scene. There was one boat in particular which was commissioned just by Manx people, which left Ramsey in the early 1800s, and it was just Manx families on. They would have been sailing to New York, and it would be something like probably a 10-week journey. And I just think they would have had religious services on this ship at the time. It was purely a Manx chartered vessel. And I romanticise and thinking maybe that tune, they sang that tune, gave them a bit of hope whilst rubbing their thumb on their ball and bone, thinking, let's hope this leaky old tub makes it to New York.
And the ball and bone, for anyone that's wondering, is...
Oh gosh, yeah. It's basically like a molar from the ball and wrasse fish. So they have their front teeth, and then at the back of their throat they'll have these two grinding plates. And I don't know if it's the upper or lower. I think it might be the lower one is the bigger of the plates. And it's a sort of triangular shape. And for the Manx, it's good luck, to say the least, even on land as well as at sea. So a lot of fishermen would take it to sea with them. Yeah. But even my mother always used to keep one in her purse. The ladies kept one in their purse.
Gosh. Well, there you are. Well, you promised at the start of the programme that we were going to hear about mills. We've only got, we've got a limited amount of time left.
Right, here we go. Here we go. This is about month 4 on this, isn't it? So I'm going to take me walking boots off. I'm going to put me running shoes on now. I'm leaving... Rushen Abbey now. I'm heading down past the War Memorial. I'm heading towards to cross 4 ways, then down the little lane and get back onto the Silverburn there, where we have what is now quite derelict and overgrown, which in 1782 when it was built, it's called the Factory, and it started off as a cotton mill. But then in 1818 it became a flax mill, so there was lots of fulling and threshing going on. So it's a noisy owl place for sure. So themselves, the Munjavega, the little people, would have scattered when this thing fired up. They'd be having none of that.
And it's a big mill, isn't it?
It is a big mill. It's got a courtyard and everything. Yeah, there's a little bit of the... How they collected the water there, they built a dam there, so that's how they slowed it down, because that's what you need with these mills. You've got to hold your water. You can't just use the stream, because sometimes it's only a few inches deep, isn't it? Not going to turn anything there. However, we'll head straight down.
Well, what we'll do is we'll get to the next 2 mills after we've heard some music.
3 actually.
3 is there? Well, we'll see how we go on. Some texted the programme that I should read out. Andy was very grateful for the Palestinian song. He wanted to know a bit more about pollution in the River Neb. Everyone knows that the mines polluted the River Neb, didn't they?
They've known that for over 100 years.
Yes, and then Graham loved the rendition of our national anthem, and others from David, so beautiful. What is so beautiful? Skeealyn, I suppose, so beautiful. And then Phil, please, how does the Manx describe the white streaks in the sea from algae bloom and different from sea foam? Anybody know? Because I'm not sure I do. I'll have a look while we listen to the next few pieces of music. But I'm not sure about that one. Bobby Bob has just arrived in the Studio 1, raring to go. So maybe Bobby Bob knows what the white streaks in the sea from algae bloom is. I'm not seeing any acknowledgement from him there, so maybe not.
Slide us down.
Yes, right. Let's listen to the Righteous Brothers, Unchained Melody.
Galas Gaccan, brought to you by the Gaelic Broadcasting Committee.
So slowly, and time can do so much. All you still more.
love. God, speed your love to me. Lonely rivers flow to the sea, to the sea, to the open arms of the sea. Yeah. Lonely riverside, wait for me, wait for me. I'll be coming home, wait for me. Oh, my love, my darling, I've hungered for your touch. Oh, Lord, long retired
And that, of course, was the Rolling Stones with Brown Sugar. Always handy to have a bit of brown sugar if you want to make some chutney. And it's almost getting to that time of the year, isn't it?
It is almost chutney season.
Almost.
Always about to lament how quick this year's going, but in no time at all. It'll be bilberries and gooseberries.
Well, absolutely.
And the nights will be drawing in.
I weeded all the fruit the last few days and got nets over the strawberries, so hopefully there'll be some good crops coming.
You know, it's solstice 2 weeks today.
Yeah, it's not long, is it? Not long. But
anyway,
let's
celebrate what's in front of us.
Everything is growing, which is good, apart from my main crop, peas, plum and things. Anyway, Andy wanted to know what was the word. How would you describe in Manx the white streaks in the sea from algae bloom, and different from sea foam? He says. And I looked it up, but I couldn't find anything. So if anyone knows, let me know. I'd be delighted to know. But I'm guessing something like glass algach. Glass algach might be the one, or cluey algach. I think probably more glass algach. A kind of an algal glaze would be another way of putting it. But yes, that's my stab at it. If anyone knows better, I would be delighted to hear from them. I might look up the Scottish Gaelic and Irish when I get home and see whether I can find it in there. Anyway,
lovely.
You've got 2 minutes to tell us about another mill.
Let's go. Okay, we've just been south of Ballasalla with the existing the factory. We head right down to the weir. I'm sure you're familiar with the weir on the Silverburn River.
Indeed.
Well, just slightly north of there, and we only know sort of what field it was in, but in the 17 and 1800s there was a paper mill there.
Aye.
And it was worth setting up a paper mill because the import duty on paper, and we're talking not so much parchment paper, but for brown paper for wrapping up fruit and veg and all that sort of thing, if you could get it. But there was a paper mill there, and there's no sign of it. And I've been knocking around this area all my blooming life, and I can't find where it is. There's just no sign of where this mill was. You would have thought on the river embankment there would have been signs of where it would have been a sluice or a race, but it's been extensively reworked, the Silverburn from south of Ballasalla, which a lot of people don't really appreciate. So somewhere there was the paper mill, and then if you get right onto the weir, which then drops down, if you look just across the river towards Castletown, you will see there in the gap, not so much now because the briars are really starting to really take up, but there's a sluice gate there. And that sluice gate is for the mill race for the Golden Meadow Mill, which is the big mill, which is just across from Alexandra Road.
And do you know what? I'm going to stop you there because
I'm not finished yet.
No. Well, I think next time we'll talk about the Golden Meadow Mill
because it is fascinating.
It's a wonderful place, and I had great fun as a child playing in it. Much to the concern of the miller, John Cubban.
Okay. Yeah. Plenty to look forward to there.
Oh, absolutely. No, it was good. Yes, I won't spoil it by rushing the story.
It's a wonderful piece of engineering as well.
Yeah.
That mill race must be a mile long.
Well, we've been hearing about America, and we're going to hear a lot more about it on Thursday at 6:30 on Radio Manx Limited with your podcast. So I've got 2 American cities lined up for you. Massachusetts from the Bee Gees and San Francisco, Scott McKenzie.
They couldn't be further apart.
Going back to Massachusetts, something's telling me I must go home. And the lights all went down in Massachusetts the day I left her standing on her own, trying to hitch a ride to San Francisco.
If you're going to San Francisco, be sure to wear some flowers in your hair. If you're going to San Francisco, you're gonna meet some gentle people there. For those who come to San Francisco, summertime will be a-loving there. In the streets of San Francisco, gentle people with flowers in their hair. All across the nation, such a strange vibration. People in motion. There's a whole generation with a new explanation. People in motion. People in motion. For those who come to San Francisco, be sure to wear some flowers in your hair. If you come to San Francisco, summertime will be a-loving there. If you come to San Francisco,